everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Carey and today I've got some empties to share with y'all. I have been hoarding my empties for quite a bit and I'm ready to put everything in the recycle bin and let it get out of my house. I haven't been filming. I've been gone probably now almost 3 months if I'm not incorrect, because I had a bit of a setback with my health. As you guys may know, I had to undergo 2 open heart surgeries this year, but I was doing fairly well, and then right around Thanksgiving I went downhill again really quickly. I'm just wanting to praise the Lord and thank him because I am so much better right now. But in the meantime, I kept putting all my empties inside of my empties bucket. So much so that I actually have to do 3 empties videos. So I'm going to divide them up in my makeup empties, which is what you're watching right now. I'm also going to do my skincare empties, which will probably be the next one I post. And then I'll also include my hair and just some miscellaneous empties that I really have enjoyed and I thought that you guys might enjoy hearing about. So anyways, let's jump right in and start this empties video because my intention is not to be here for half an hour. Anyways, all right, so let's start with the first 2 things I'm going to pull out of my little empties bucket are these cleansing towelettes. I have one from Kirkland, which is the small one, and I have one from the Up and Up brand. I don't really like using these little wipes, makeup wipes. I just don't. So I had this one for, I don't know, probably a year, and I just wanted to go ahead and use it up and get it out of my collection. And this was one that was in my makeup closet, and when I found it, I was like, oh, we need to finish that. So yeah, they're gone. I don't want to repurchase them. I prefer using now these makeup towels. I'll link below the name of them. These are so much better. I can wash them and they do a really great job, and they are lessening my footprint on this earth. So I really do like these quite a bit. They're microfiber and they just work really, really well. The second thing I have are these 2 sponges. This one is from Beauty Junkies. I got it on Amazon and it's a set of 4. It's black. It ended up getting textured. It works really well to me. It's quite comparable to the Beauty Blender and I would repurchase this. I have quite a bit of sponges right now, so I'm not going to be buying any. And at this point, I found that my favorite sponges are from Shop Miss A, and they're $1. So I think it's a good product, but I prefer the Shop Miss A ones. This one came from an Walmart little Equate set that they had out probably about a year ago. I had bought a backup set of it, and so I pulled this one out to use. It's like the perfect size to use underneath your eyes or to clean up down here if you're doing any kind of like contouring. But as you guys can tell, it's seen better days and it's ready to be retired. The next thing I'm going to share with my makeup and face products is this Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I really do like this one. This is the one for waterproof. I always use waterproof makeup, mascara, so I need to have something that's able to cut through the waterproof mascara. I'm using right now the one by Bioderma. I have one from Bioderma. I also am using an oil from Labo, and I've got my Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover, not the balm, but just the regular makeup remover. So I'm not going to be repurchasing this until I use up all of those, but if I had to and I ran out of everything that I already own, I would probably go back to this because it's so easy to find and it lasts fairly well and it works very well, so I do like it. I also went through an Almay eye makeup remover pad. I ended up getting this through, you guys know I love to do the couponing thing at CVS and see how much I can get for as little as I can spend, and they had a big coupon one day and I could get these I think for pennies, and I went ahead and got them. I used them. Again, this is the waterproof one. I like these. I just don't even like these as much as I like this. These you almost have to kind of tug at your eyes, whereas with that one you don't. So unless I can get it for the price that I got this one, I won't be repurchasing this. Finished up a L'Oreal Infallible Pro spray. I like this. It was okay. I prefer the Urban Decay all-nighter, and when they were on sale at Ulta this year, or last year, I ended up picking up a couple, so I don't think I'll be needing this. And between this and that one and the Urban Decay one or the MAC Fix Plus, I prefer those two to this one, so I don't think I'll be repurchasing this one. I've got quite a few mascaras, but the first one I want to talk to you guys is my It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Guys, this is my favorite all-time mascara ever, ever, ever. This doesn't smudge on me, and everything smudges on me. This doesn't flake on me. The only thing about it is it does get thick and gloopy really quickly. So like in a month and a half, this thing is pretty thick. I ended up putting a drop of castor oil like every 2 weeks, and that ended up extending the life of it for another month and a half. And then at the end, I put a little bit of saline solution in it as well. But by that point, it was starting to flake, and I think I'd hit like the 4 or 5 month mark, so I'd already overextended how long I really should be using it. So I ended up retiring it, but I think it is so worth it. It does get gloopy on the outside, so you end up having to clean like the mouth of the mascara, but the brush is brilliant. As you guys can tell, there's still plenty of product on it. It just got way too thick to actually use, but it does give you great volume. It gives you good length, and it just gives you good lashes, and that's what I want, good lashes. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes, and I used to love the Lights Camera lashes, and then it started to smudge on me as my eyes have gotten more downturned and my hoods have gotten a little bit more hooded. I tend to get smudging right here, and so I tried the Splashes one thinking because it's waterproof it would work, and it did, but it just did still smudge. Would I repurchase it? Yes, because it gives you very natural, just like beautiful lashes. They just look natural. Like you don't, it's not like this. This gives you full, beautiful full lashes that just got a lot of volume and a lot of length. This is more natural of a mascara, and so I do like it. But if I'm gonna spend 20 bucks on this one, I'd rather buy this one. So that answers the question. We also used I used up the MAC False Lashes. I got this in a set from Nordstrom, I don't know, about a year ago, and I think this is good. I'll show you the brush on this one. I think it's good. You know, I'm gonna save it for Back to MAC. That's the brush. It smudged on me. I ended up giving it to my daughter, and she used it up. She said it smudged on her, so I like it. I don't think I would repurchase it because, again, even if this is $16 or $18, I'd rather buy a superhero for that price, you know? Another mascara we went through was the L'Oreal, what's it called? Voluminous Butterfly and Sculpt. This one was the waterproof. Smudged on me, just so you know. That's the brush on this one, and it's an interesting little brush, but sorry about that. But if I'm gonna buy this one, I'd rather buy the CoverGirl Supersizer because in my opinion that one works better on me. Also the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. So if I'm gonna go drugstore, this would not be what I would do. I also don't really care for let me see if I have it in here. I'm not a fan of the Lash Princess or Lash Princess or Lash Paradise one from L'Oreal. I'm not a big fan of that one. It also smudges on me, even the waterproof one. So at this point, I prefer the Clump Crusher from CoverGirl or the Supersizer. Too Faced, Better Than Sex, smudges on me. I like the brush on this one. This one was purple. This came in one of those mystery boxes that they do. I did that like 2 years ago, I think it was. And this one was purple. But when I got it, it was already a bit dry, and it flaked on me and it smudged. So it was okay, not my favorite, but it got used in. Oh, here's one, the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's one of the old packaging, but it's one of the little travel size. I must have got this as a sample and something, and I love it. I got the full size one, and I prefer it over almost every other setting spray. That and MAC Fix Plus, depends what I'm using it for. If I want my makeup to last, this is the one I'm going to use. I don't use it that often, but it is what it is. Went through my favorite current BB cream. I do have a backup of it, but I'm not opening it until we finish up what I have open. I've got a Garnier BB cream and a L'Oreal Lumi that I need to work through because I am done with them. I think they're good, but I will not repurchase them because, oh my gosh, it takes forever to go through them. Anyways, this is the CoverGirl BB Cream. I have it in the shade Light 520. I love this one. It's just enough coverage for me. I don't really care for a lot of coverage on my skin. So between this and let's say the L'Oreal Balance and Brighten, it's just the perfect match for me, and I will always have that in my collection. Okay, another sponge. This is the Flower Beauty sponge, and yeah, it's seen better days, and it's just a terrible ugly color. When you initially get it, it's a beautiful like lavender lilac-y color, and it's this one when you wet it, it just gets so big, and it's very, very soft. And I have to say that I think it's actually too soft. Is that possible? And it gets too big, so it's a little bit cumbersome to work with. I liked it. It's good. I prefer the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge or the Shop Miss Say one, or even the Beauty Junkee one. So I won't be repurchasing this one. It's not a bad sponge. It just gets too big for my liking. So finished up a CoverGirl, I'm not a CoverGirl, I finished up a Revlon ColorStay foundation, and I have it in 150 Buff. This is probably my favorite color ever of foundation. It's got a bit of a grayness to it because I have a bit of more neutral undertone. Neutral, slightly warm is what I've been told when I go get color matched. This one just matches me fairly well, so I really do like this one. I would definitely repurchase this, but until I finish those two that I just talked to you about, we're not getting any more. Oh, another mascara. This one is the Maybelline The Rocket, and I thought this one was good. I think this was the waterproof version. Again, if I can get them waterproof, I use those mostly because of my smudging. I have such a problem with it. It's a plastic bristle brush, and it's got a bit of a fat, but the bristles are really, really short, and so it does grab onto all your lashes, and I think that this one is good. It's almost as good as my CoverGirl Supersizer. Got another sponge. This one, it's seen better days. This one's one of those little Real Techniques minis, and I do like this one for underneath the eyes. I like the little flat edge it has. I am not a fan of the small sponges, so I have two more like this, and I will go through them, but I won't ever repurchase small ones. If I get it in a beauty box or something, then yes, I'll be happy to reuse it, but it's not my favorite. We went through, and by we I say me and my daughter, you know, I buy it for her, and then if I need it, I'll go and borrow it from her. It's the CoverGirl, it's the NYX Control Freak for your brows. It's really good. It's probably the only one that's comparable, in my opinion, to the Anastasia brow gel. So she either uses that one or the Anastasia, depending on which one I can get on sale. Okay, we've got some brows here. This one is the Micro Brow Precise Pencil. It's probably my favorite pencil. It's got a really tiny, teeny little pencil. I can't show it to you because it's all been used up, and it's kind of like an ash brown, kind of dark brown, dark ash brown, and it's probably been my favorite color match. This one and the Anastasia one in ebony. Those are my two favorite. Like, if I'm gonna say which ones match my brow the best, that one would be it. This one is a soft brown one that I had bought. It's from Anastasia. It's the Brow Wiz. It's the soft brown one, and I do like this one, but more, let's say, in the summer when I'm wanting to use a little bit of a lighter color up on my brows. In the winter, I tend to want to be a little bit more dramatic because I'm not dramatic enough, right? And I do tend to be one a little bit more dramatic, so I'll use a darker brow. I used up a NYX HD. Is this the banana one? The banana powder. I like this one. Even though I do like this one, at the end, it was starting to emphasize the dryness underneath my eyes a little bit more than I like. As I'm getting older, I find that maybe I need to have a little bit more of a moisturizing powder underneath my eyes. For example, the Laura Mercier powder doesn't work for me. It just is way too drying. I used up one of my Essie Gel Couture top coats. I love this stuff. This is probably one of my favorite top coats ever. I use it with all my polishes. I love the wand in the Gel Couture line. It's a little bit wider, and it's just so much easier to use. I've come to find out that I like a little bit wider of a brush, but not too wide. When it gets too wide, then it's almost impossible for me to use it right. I used up one of my brown, yeah, this is Deep Brown Physicians Formula Eye Booster pens. I love these. These are my favorite. I have one right now in brown and in black, and I use them all the time interchangeably. I like brown eyeliner. I really do enjoy a brown eyeliner. I went through several of my lip balms, actually 4, I think. I think that's it. I've got one lip soul. I like these. These are good. You get these at Walmart. I like them. They're okay. It's a beeswax one. I don't like it more than my Palmer's Swivel Stick. I prefer, this is my favorite of all the ones I'm going to show you. So I like this one, but I prefer this one. And I've already repurchased this one. I have in here my Elizabeth Arden lip protectant stick. It's the 8-hour cream one, and so there you see it. It came with the 8-hour cream. It was a set that I picked up a year ago, and I mean, I dug at that one. This one has SPF 15. I really love the way this one feels. It has a bit of a perfumey scent. It's a bit spicy. The scent is like slightly spicy. It's the same scent that the original 8-hour cream has, if you've ever smelled that. So once you put it on your lips, it kind of dissipates. So you initially, when you smell it in the tube, you're like, oh, this is strong, but then it doesn't really linger. It really doesn't. And then this is my CO Bigelow Night Balm. I like this one. I love the texture of it, but right now I tried the Bite Beauty Agave mask, and I prefer that one over this one. That being said, if I can't find the Bite Beauty or I don't have the money for it, I'll be running my butt down to Bath & Body Works to buy more of these because I really do enjoy that one. I'm retiring one of my Tweezerman tweezers. It's just lost its sharpness. I did enjoy this while it worked and it was a good tweezer, but nope, it's ready to go. It's done. It's cooked. It's no longer going to be around. This is one of the Shop Miss A eyebrow gels that I've used up, and it's got the tiny teeny little brush just like the Gimme Brow or the Essence brow pomade. This is $1 from Shop Miss A. So if I ever want to place an order for sponges, I'll just go ahead and stick 2 or 3 of those in the basket because I do like how they perform. They're really, really good. So, and then I used up a Seche Vivre Instant Gel Effect Top Coat. I like this. I just have the same problem with this as I do with the original Seche Vivre. It gets thick and it almost kind of shrinks on my nails as it wears, and then you'll see like tip wear, and then the worst thing is that the nail polish just, I get like a whole nail polish just kind of just falls off. It just like pops off of my actual nail, and I found that the Seche products do that with their nail polishes, at least on me. It's almost like my body's rejecting it, so the whole thing literally peels off. I love nail polish, and you guys, can you believe I have none on? I haven't been wearing it in the last few days. I don't know, I'm on a bit of a sabbatical, let's just say that. I love nail polish and I'm never going to stop wearing it, but I just needed to take a little bit of a time out from it right now. I've got my Zoya base coat. This is my favorite base coat. This one and the Orly Bonder are my 2 favorites. This just goes on so easily. The brush on this one I actually like. Even though I'm not a big fan of the Zoya brushes, for some reason in the base coat I like it. Now I hate, can I say this any more clearly? I truly do not like the top coat from Zoya. I do not care for it. Moving on, I've got a Wet n Wild gel lip liner, and it's in the color Bear to Comment. I don't know if you guys can be able to see that. It's barely where I can even do that, but I love this. This is my favorite. They're like, I don't know what, $2.50, and I can pick it up at CVS with my couponing, so sometimes I can get them for nothing. And I love the texture of this lip liner, and I will always go back to this one. So I also went through a Lash Discovery waterproof mascara from Maybelline. Something must have spilled inside of my bucket because there's a little bit of water in there. This one's got one of those very tiny teeny little brushes, and it is waterproof, but on me it's smudged, and so nope, I will not be repurchasing this. I used up one of my Plus White Extra toothpaste. I bought this because I think it was Beauty by Anne Marie said that it was the toothpaste she loved, and her teeth were nice and bright and white, and mine are not. I drink coffee. I drink 2 cups a day, or at least 1, and this didn't really do much for my teeth. So I bought 6 tubes of it when I bought it because you had to buy a bulk pack from Amazon, and I just went ahead and did that. So it works well as a toothpaste, but I will not be repurchasing that. The other thing I used up are these Now essential oils. I use these in my oil diffuser. I love them, and every night when I go to bed I diffuse spearmint. It's refreshing, and I am postmenopausal right now, so I still have the hot flashes, and this does help with me. It almost puts me in a cooling mindset, if that makes sense. And lastly, I used up from Algenis the anti-aging primer. This had actually gotten lost in my shelving, and so when I finally found it, it just had a little bit left, so I used it. I like it well enough. It isn't my favorite. There's actually a review of this product on my channel, so if you're ever interested, you can go ahead and look that up. It is okay. It is not my favorite primer. It is not my favorite primer. I think if your skin is very oily, this may not be your best friend. It does do the blurring. So guys, that's it. Those are all, let's say, my makeup empties, for the exception being the nail polishes and my essential oils. Everything else was, you know, makeup. So thank you so much for stopping by. I will be posting a hair one, and I'll be posting a skin empties as well. So I hope you'll come back and visit me for those. If you haven't yet and you'd like, I would like to encourage you to subscribe. It would be really nice to know that you're going to come back and visit me sometime. I hope y'all have a great day, and you guys be blessed. Bye.